Hello all, I am Kasam Sheikh and welcome to my channel. Today in this video, we'll quickly learn how to get started with Azure SQL. Here we will be creating an Azure SQL Server, an Azure SQL Database, and then we'll try to connect it with SQL Server Management Studio. So as a prerequisite, we need to have a Microsoft Azure subscription and SQL Server Management Studio being installed in our machine. So let's get started. Let's go to portal, our Azure portal, that is portal.azure.com. Now there are two ways you can directly create a SQL database, and while entering the details or while specifying the required details, you can create a SQL server on the fly, or you can just create an SQL server blank, a logical server, and then you can create a database inside it into it. So let's start with creating a SQL database. Let's create SQL database. Give it a name like MyDB. That's fine. Let's create a new resource group. Naming SQL database. Here you can have as a source. Okay. Yes. Okay. Sorry. So there was a space. That's fine now. Okay. So here you can have a select. You can select a source like you can directly add in backup database backup file, or you can keep it as a blank database, or you can have it as sample database of adventure works lt. So let's go with an sample. Okay, now here see, we need to configure the server. So, we need to configure this the server for this database. So click over here. So if at all you create an SQL server before creating a database, that server would be listed over here, and you can directly click on that server so that this database will be the part of that particular SQL server. So as we have not created any SQL server, so it's asking for creating a new one. Let's enter it from here. Let's create it from here. Let it be code with Kasam. I believe it should be there, right? Do remember your login name and password. So enter it very carefully. I will keep it as simple as this. So admin is Kasam. Now here the password should be a combination of numeric alphabets and some special characters. Great. Let the location be as West US. Select, click on select. So now it will create an SQL server. Okay, we want to use this elastic pool. You can keep it as of now as with the no not now option. Click on pricing tier. You can go with any basic or standard. So as I'm using a free trial subscription, it's telling me that we are limited to performance level not higher than S1, that is not higher than standard. The premium and premium R is not available as of now. We can go for basic, we can go for standards. You can just change this loader to get the or to calculate the date price as of whatever the value is being selected as per the DTU and storage. Let's go to basic and click on apply. So here we have entered all the required information. Click on create. So it will take few minutes for getting spin up. Like it will first create a server and then it will create a database into it. So it could take, we can track this always. It's always recommended to keep to pin the resource to the dashboard so that we can track the deploying status. So not only to like we can track the status, but we can manage our resources very well. In so having it into dashboard, we can add many things, but that is not a part of this video right now. So let's go to resource group, and we created this SQL database. So let's have a look. Okay, so it has created an SQL server with name code with Kasam and SQL database with MyDB. Let's click on this. So here's the server name, that is code with Kasam, and appended with database.windows.net. Let's copy it. Um, all the data related to this database can be viewed or can be seen over through this area, this particular section. Now let's open up SQL Server Management Studio, and let's try to connect this database. So for that, click on Connect Database. You can enter the same server name which we copied from the portal. Make it as SQL Server Authentication. Login I have entered as Kasam, and password. Let's see. Okay, so for the first time when you try to log in with this the SQL Server, it will ask you to sign in again, and it will ask you to allow this IP to get mapped with your SQL Server so that it get connected and get communicates. So let's click on sign in. Your subscription account. So as it is already being signed in, so now it is asking me to add this firewall rule. Let's add this range of this IP address. You can apply this setting as of your organization or the application requirement, and that's it. We can see we have connected to our Azure SQL server. We can just expand this database, and we can see our MyDB, the SQL server, SQL database we created. Along with, we have also added the adventure database, right? So it would be a part of it. It should be a part of it. So as you can see, this is the part of all that adventure works uh, set, like this tables and predefined tables and all. And if we would have selected a plain or a blank database, that would be just a name with all system tables. That's it. So this is one of the way to get connected. So there is one more way where we by using which you can connect your Azure database. It cannot be as a way, but like earlier, what we did was we entered the server name, we did the login, and we entered the password. We can use this login name as Kasam at the rate code with Kasam, and then password. I'm trying this out. Let's see. Hope it works. Yes. So you just need to add your login name and your server name. Login name at the rate. It should be added with the sign at the rate, and that's it. So we have connected to our server. Now we can very well do all the operations, all the traditional functionalities or operations which we do with our SQL Server Management Studio, like adding database, adding new tables, querying the things, everything. Now let's see. Now let's add a database from here. Let's see. It could take a few seconds. It's all depend upon your how the network goes. Let's enter some name, DB from SSMS. Click on OK. So this will take few minutes for getting created. You can also create database through query with opening this new query window and giving a syntax like create database and database name. Let's go to Azure portal. Let's see. Okay, this was the resource group SQL database, and we can see this is a database, right, which we created from the management studio. So click over it. So it's still getting deployed. You can see it, all the similar details like with the server name and everything is over here. So it is quite very simple, or we can say in a few steps, we can create our new Azure SQL Server. We can leverage all the facilities of cloud of Azure with our SQL Server. We can do the traditional working or functionalities which we do with SQL Server Management Studio. So hope you have enjoyed this video and learned something new. Um Kindly subscribe to my channel and do like this video and share it. Thank you and happy Azure coding.